Hello everyone, a very welcome back to my channel once again, and this is the recap for Together the series, and this is episode 4. First of all, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all my few subscribers. I really appreciate all of you guys that you are sitting here and hearing what I'm talking, because when we have a common interest, we have a small communities together, I can feel the positive vibe is flying around, and it's really nice to be with all of you guys. Hey, first of all, I would like to complain about something, because some of you might know already that my previous video of episode 3 got removed due to the copyright from Grammy. It was not the first time, because last year it happened the same. Whenever I use their content, the video got blocked and I have to re-upload again without any footage. So because I'm scared that you guys gonna get bored if I keep talking like this without inserting anything. So now it's gonna be our commitment together that please bear with me here I'm talking, and I'm not gonna put any footage from Grammy anymore. Right, so bad thing already gone. Now good things. I have so many things to talk about this week. I'm trying to squeeze it. I will try not to make it more than 15 minutes because you're gonna get bored of me. Next, I'm gonna post some of the link below. Kindly check it out. What a Scrubb again, because now in each episode there's a song for it, but I'm gonna list my favorite, my top 5, because some of the song that is presented in the series is not really my favorite. I'm gonna give you more options. For example, for this episode 4, they are talking about the song called Everything or ทุกอย่าง. I will say that this is the most famous song ever of Scrubb, and I really do have my close friend back home. She is crazy about this song, and this is the #1 song ever for her as well. Nothing can come across that. So this is very famous though. However, my most favorite maybe is gonna be somewhere later in the series called เข้ากันดี, or it's perfect match, or we get along together. I hope it's gonna be there as well. After the 4th episode, this is so late for me, but I just felt a major difference from the series and from the book, and this is very major. So in this recap, we're gonna talk about major and minor differences and similarities once again, and I have the book here with me. Now in every episode, I'm gonna start with this, where we reach. Now we reach almost the half of the book, because in one episode on TV, they try to squeeze 2 chapters together. So chapters in the book, the 2 chapters which they squeeze it all together in this episode 4, the name is Instagram and Alternative. Alternative is from the English alternative. It's just playing with the words, and the rhyme is mean that let's flirt, or you will be flirted, something like that. 2 major differences now that I got. 1, the story in the book is from Ty's point of view. So everything is through his eye. You will never see when they talk, when they did something together, and then you're gonna see Sarawat was smiling discreetly. Ty would never see that. For example, Sarawat came to the cheerleading club and gave the snacks that Ty requested, right? He's just gonna dump it and go without saying any words. And he doesn't talk much. That's the second thing in the book. He doesn't talk much. You guys have seen already that in the series, he doesn't talk much, right? But still, that's much more than the book, because in the book, he doesn't talk at all, and he's so cold, no smile, no kind. In the series, it's too kind, which I prefer the one in the book, which is a very rough, tough, rude sometimes. So it's very charming in the novel. Things are different because in the series it's from our 3rd person point of view. We as the audience, so we can see everything. But in this novel and this writer, most of her work is gonna be from a person perspective first, and then it's gonna switch to another person perspective. That means later on, Sarawat would be the one who tells the stories. So I said I'm gonna discuss about 2 differences, but I started with number 1, but I think it's included everything already. But anyway, I fall in love with both. Talking about Instagram. So now the story shifted from Facebook to Instagram now because Sarawat just opened his Instagram account. He doesn't know as well what is following. That is the line from the novel as well. Like, okay, to follow someone is someone you want to know about him or her, or to follow someone you like. That is the same line, the punchline. And then Sarah just clicked follow Thai, and then Thai was quite shocked about it. Whatever Sarah did to Thai, he always thought like, maybe it's gonna be just a joke or the experiment how to flirt, because Thai didn't want to take side of himself. So this is the same as well. He got so shy, so embarrassed so many times in the novel as well because of Sarawat act. I found something else as well, like how cool Sarawat is. It's like about the snack that Sarawat came to cheerleading club just to give the snack. In the novel later on, Sarawat came to ask Thai to pay the money for everything. So Sarawat was so mean. He's so mean in the novel. That's why I like him so much and I like him more than the TV version. Another one is Sarawat gave Thai the key to come at 7 o'clock at his room just to help changing the atmosphere of the room. In the novel, it was about painting the wall from the black wall to the white wall, but I know it's not easy to be on TV that you're gonna paint a whole room, so it changed to the bed sheet, which is fine, very minor. Then when Sarawat's mom came into the room, this one I like it more in the series because they were like crawling on the bed together, right? I was like, In the novel, it wasn't like that. They were just helping each other paint a room, and then mom knocked the door and then Thai opened the door. Simple. So whatever is good, whatever I like more, I just, trying to be honest and tell you guys, I don't want to praise only the book, or I don't want to praise only like how good the series is. It has like pros and cons. But at the end of the day, everyone did a hard work and I really like both of it. Talking about open house, right? Or open house or open day, we always have this in our university for those high school students who just graduated grade 12 and they are preparing to enter the university. Basically, all the faculties gonna come together, open the booth, giving those students the information what faculty should they enter, do they like this, do they like that. It's like selling the faculties and it's gonna be super crowded. I know the limitation again that the TV cannot do that because I can see 1 people here, 2 people over there or something like that, but in the reality everyone is packed up together and it's such a good chance that those students from high school, from different school, they're gonna meet and they're gonna be like, wow, that guy's good looking, this girl is cute. Or some students, they come to see those famous ones from different faculties. We all have those in all the university. And one more thing I like to add. Why all the Thai series is about engineering? Okay, I know this together, the series is a law and political science, but there's gonna be a famous one, that's for sure, from engineering. Talking about engineering, today is 14. We're gonna have a new series from Wabi Sabi Studio, End of Love. I was reading Totsara. You saw the teaser already. It's about medical department and engineering department. I was reading that online with the mixed feeling. I'm like, maybe the story was long time ago, like 6-7 years that the writer wrote this one. I don't know, I had a mixed feeling. So far it was not my favorite, but let's say because Studio Wabi Sabi, they're professional and I think they can twist it to be a good one. Talk about touching the boobies is there in the book and it's so funny. Everything is like copy paste. This one I don't need to talk about it. Like if I do this, can I touch your boob? If you do this, you can touch my boobs or something like that. Maybe my boob is not big enough. Like it's a joke between them with no humor, no laugh. The face is like poker face, but it's there. So this one I confirm is there and it's funny. And they try to copy that line by line and that is really good job for them. Talking about Sarawat's brother, Pugong. Again, this is huge difference. Because in the novel, they mention that his brother is a copy paste version of him but younger. I know there's a limitation. Who in GMM, which boys you gonna find the same features as Non Bright? There's no way. Maybe Morg or Non Fluke from Dark Blue Kiss, because Sarawat has a very sharp features and like a mixed features as well. So the look, not at all. I just think that they just want to put Drake and Frank together because they acted together already in one of the series. I forgot the name, but it was not my favorite though, but I watched it. But I would say that Drake, who acted Pimil, he looks really good and looks really hot in this series. I never liked him before and I started to look at them. How Sarawat's brother got introduced is quite early though, but I know again the limitation. It's just episode 4 and he came already. To be honest, this couple, they are not my favorite couples in the novel. I was like, why? Well, so what? I'm so sorry, the writer. Sometimes I skip the part. But yeah, at the end of the day, I had to read through everything. Most of BL series, the novels in my country, if you look at the parents or the siblings, they are very supportive. Like in Why Are You the series, what else? Like almost all the series, because we are actually like this and it's quite open here. And the girls in the novel, they are not the evil one. This is a very important part because we're gonna look at the girl as an evil. Even Prayer, who is in music club, she's a good girl. She's not evil. So, and in this episode, you're gonna see that Sarawat is quite possessive now. Like, I'm flirting with you. Why you're flirting with someone? So that's what's the point. Another one is that, okay, whoever I follow on Instagram, that's the one I like. So many attack on Thai. Talking about Thai, like I talked already earlier in previous episode. Thai is so Thai. How can I say more? No one can be better for the cast for Thai. He nailed it. Like I said, 100 out of 100. I never think that I'm gonna like a person named Thai from the novel. Very annoying, very childish, full of himself. But in the series, I really love how he is, how natural he was. I heard that it was the first series of him. Oh my god, so GMM really found someone. Guys, I would like to say again, and I'm so shy, I really like Pidim. Like, I watched so many series that he was there, right? But in this series, I think, okay, he came not that often, but I don't know, it's very memorable for him. I like this kind of look, this kind of talk, this kind of eye contact. I really like Pidim. And the song Pidim sang on the stage was the same song. It's called Summer by Paradox or Ridu Ron by Paradox, but he sang it like out of tune. But I can post the link below as well. It was my favorite song. It's so indie. My dad asked me, how could you listen to this kind of song? And this kind of song, who's a listener? I'm like, so in my university, if it's such a big event, like represent the university name, like open house or any occasions, they're gonna use the famous band from the faculties, like maybe 1 or 2 or 3. But the band that I was in, I'm the band of faculty and we was not that famous. So the occasion that I performed, most of them are things held within the faculties. So most of them are guys and all the famous guys are always in the band. So it's the same like this. You can see Sarawat, you can see Pimil, you can see Pidim. That's the same. In my opinion, in this episode, there was nothing much because we spent the time too much on the open day. But one good thing for GMM is like they try to squeeze everything in the limit time frame. So there is not really much of unnecessary dialogue, unnecessary characters, unnecessary scene like other company. Because this one they put all the needful. But the cutest scene in this part was the last one that Pidim was playing some like Summer from Paradox on the stage, but Thai wanted to hear everything from Scrubb, so Sarawat gave another headphone to him and played the song Scrubb from the phone. This is so cute. I don't know how the writer they could think of all these romantic scenes I really like about it, and this one was the end of this episode in the novel as well. I was like, oh my god. For my Thai audience, I'm sure that whenever you read this book, you have to put the stream on the Scrubb on, and it's really give you a bliss, like your heart is pumping like a balloon. Okay, that's it for this episode, because this episode was nothing much. If I missed on something important, you just let me know, please, because I didn't really draft it well, because I wanted to talk about the differences and the similarities. Okay, let me talk about something else. This is an example of things from different planets. To be honest, I came back to this BL communities with a blue kiss because of Pite Tawan and Pite. How can I call him Pite? I'm much older than him. Anyway, from Tawan, I read the book as well. The series was much better than the book. Believe me, I watched Kiss the series more than 100 times. I don't know. I remember all the dialogue. I was mad about it. But it was so disappointed because I wanted to enjoy with the book as well. But the book has really no content. The romance was like, I don't know. The language and the romance, it was just not my cup of tea. Maybe some of you Thai viewers, maybe you liked it, but that was not my favorite. Shifted to dark blue kiss. This is also something else as well, because even the book is quite bigger than Blue Kiss, but the content was not really anything. It was just fighting about Pisan and Morg and how Pete and Gao developed their relationship, but there was nothing much. I was so bored. It was so boring. So the series, they really did it better because I think they have a strong team to rewrite the script and the storyline. Alright guys, thank you once again for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe my channel, and I will see you again next week. Goodbye!